All right, good morning and happy Saturday. XRP is moving up on the potential breakout here. We're going to be taking a look at it, and we have some exciting news over the past 24 hours to cover in regards to the cryptocurrency space and the current events world stage. Here in the United States of America, we're going to make this a quick update. If you appreciate what we're doing, make sure you guys like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Everything's at zachrector.com for community resources. And let's take a look at what we're talking about right here. Here's your XRP chart on the brink of a breakout. Don't call it a pump just yet, but we're at 62.5 cents. We did see XRP break 63 cents this morning. And we're on the brink of this breakout from this wedge that we've been trading in for so long. On the potential breakout here, are we going to get rejected and come back down? I believe that if we do get that correction before the election that I've been talking about, we could be brought back down. But the support going back here into this region, into the 40 to 45 cent range, is so strong that I think that would be the lowest that you get. But XRP ready to break out at any time? Going to be interesting to watch. 64,000 for Bitcoin. So yesterday when I did my update, crypto had moved, right? The stock market had moved in the futures before the market even opened up yesterday on Friday. The stock market was moving up. The S&P 500 is like 0.5% away from hitting another all-time high. And the crypto market was late to react. And then eventually it did. And one thing that I want to note is that we did see a oil tanker blown up by the Houthis right as the market was closing yesterday. So what I'm going to be interested to watch as the markets open back up tomorrow, Sunday, for the futures, I'm going to be very interested to see what happens with oil. This could bring us back into that Japan carry trade unwind. And in fact, I'll show you that real quick here. And then we'll get into the rest of the cryptocurrency update because this is important, folks. This is what broke us on August 5th, that Monday, right here. Japan's yen strengthening against the dollar. That started to exacerbate the Japan carry trade unwind. And here we are once again approaching those levels. And this comes yesterday, the DXY breaking to its lowest level all year, down to 100 here for the DXY. So the dollar is showing weakness. Fed Chair Jerome Powell saying that the time has come to adjust our policy. And so the markets are reacting positively. Now, I'm about to have my Discord weekly call every Saturday at 11:30 a.m. with my private group. If you guys want to get tapped in with that, you just sign up through Patreon to get access to Discord. But I'm going to be breaking down my analysis a little bit further as far as how this is going to impact the markets. Remember, last week, Discord weekly call, I said we're going to set a double top formation on the stocks before we get our correction. Well, we got 0.5% away with the S&P 500. Now, during that moment, crypto pumps too. This is what we're watching right now. But what we have to be ready for is, historically speaking, when the rate cuts do come in, it does bring liquidity back into the market and it will be a risk-on environment. But initially, remember, 2 to 3 weeks after the rate cuts began in 2007, the market and the bottom fell out and the S&P 500 fell by 57% over the next year. That's what I want you guys to be prepared for. So I'm still in the camp. I still have my prediction of correction before election. But in the right now, this is what I've been warning about. We move up. We're setting a double top formation and a triple top formation on basically everything. You look at the Dow Jones, it's a triple top. S&P 500, double top. NASDAQ 100, double top. Bitcoin, weak. The chart's weak. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm looking at all these charts here last night. The XRP chart is one of the best looking charts. Now, and I got another crypto that I'm going to mention here in this video. You guys are not going to want to miss this. Ripple and Coinbase pour millions into the 2024 election, with crypto giants Ripple and Coinbase leading the charge, contributing over $146 million to sway the upcoming election. With nearly half of all corporate contributions coming from the crypto industry, these funds are making crypto impossible to ignore on the political stage. Is 2024 the year crypto shapes politics? Yes, it is. It is an issue that matters to us, and it is an issue that we are going to continue fighting for. Now, these political contributions have come under scrutiny. We covered it a couple episodes ago about an ex-Ripple board of, she was in charge of government affairs at Ripple, Michelle Bond. She left Ripple. We think that she may have been fired. And now she's caught up in a campaign contribution scandal. When she ran for Congress in 2022, she was receiving money from her lover, who was an executive at FTX. So the scrutiny is coming for the crypto political donations, but this is so important that we see Ripple, Ripple leading the charge. Think about this, guys. They spent $200 million fighting the SEC, and now they've already donated $50 million to help elect crypto candidates. That's making something happen, and I love to see it. And so we're going to continue to watch that. This comes after just yesterday, we got the announcement from RFK Jr. that he was suspending his campaign. He's going to be off the ballot in about 40 states, but he's going to be staying on the ballot in 10. A little trump card chess move, I think, just got played. You guys let me know in the comments down below what you think about that. But I love it because what RFK was saying, I love. I absolutely love. Let's fight chronic disease. Let's fight, all the other issues that he mentioned. I'm not going to get into it here, but I love it. And this is the stuff that we should be coming together as a party. Make America healthy again. What's controversial about that? Let's we shouldn't have, 40-50% of Americans obese. The children, what's happening with them. This should not be political. And so I'm happy to see it. It's just like crypto shouldn't be political. We should all be getting behind this. This is a moment that's inspiring me as an American, and I'm interested to hear from you guys what you're thinking about what we've seen over the past 24 hours. Now, yesterday, we also got an update response. The judge has denied the motion to dismiss that Kraken was trying to do against the SEC. That motion has been denied. Both sides are claiming this as a victory, but I want to break in and why this. Once again, the example that's being used here is the Judge Torres ruling in the Ripple case. The decision in SEC versus Kraken today is another endorsement of Judge Torres' reasoning in the SEC versus Ripple decision that the token itself is not a security, and she specifically cites the case with Ripple Labs. Now, this is Kraken's chief legal officer right here, Marco Santori, saying fundamentally the court in Kraken's case made the same distinction as in the Ripple case. A token itself isn't a security, but agreements around a token could be, which is why the judge, did not accept the motion to dismiss, and she's going to allow the case to go forward. We look here, though, at Stuart Aderati, his comments. Another court, this time in the Kraken case, confirms there's no such thing as a crypto asset security. Bad news for the SEC, whose entire regulation by enforcement strategy hinges on that failed premise. Now, how many times is the Ripple case going to be cited in other cases, other crypto cases right now, before the SEC decides, okay, maybe we shouldn't appeal? We already have this ruling being used as precedent in so many other cases where other judges are upholding the findings of Judge Torres that a token in and of itself is not a security. Why would we appeal this case when we know we have clear cases here where there are investment contracts in the ICOs, in the staking programs? This is where I think they're going to get the exchanges. The exchanges are putting that button right there. Earn 5% on your crypto, earn 10% on your crypto. And the exchanges is managing that, that function of staking for you. And in the eyes of the SEC, that is the investment contract. That's where I think they're going to get these exchanges. And I think that the SEC is going to fight to try to win over proof of stake as an investment contract inherently. We'll see how that goes for them, though. Now, this is the other interesting thing that I want to mention here. I came across this clip, which is Roger Ver paid David Schwartz's salary for the first year at Ripple. This is a classic story of David Schwartz, Roger Ver, Jed McCaleb getting started with XRP and Ripple. I'm going to play this clip, and then I'm going to explain why Roger Ver has gotten my attention here as of late.
So Jed came to me in 2012 after we knew each other through Mt. Gox, and he said, I have an idea on how to make Bitcoin that doesn't require mining. I think mining is wasteful because it uses a lot of electricity, so if we can figure out how to do it without all the mining, that would be great. So I said, okay, that sounds great to me. So I paid David Schwartz his salary, who's still to this day the CTO of Ripple. I paid his salary for the first year or so of him working on Ripple. So technically, you could say I was the second person ever involved in Ripple. So
now, it's interesting to hear these stories. I'd love to be able to interview Roger Ver and just talk about the early days of Ripple XRP. But the other part about Roger Ver's story that's interesting to me now is Bitcoin Cash. And I'm not here to tell, shill you Bitcoin Cash or say to buy Bitcoin Cash. Full disclosure, I did have a little bit of Bitcoin in a wallet and I rolled it over into Bitcoin Cash yesterday. So full disclosure, I bought a little bit of Bitcoin Cash. And the reason why I did that is because I went down the rabbit hole last night and I'm investigating it further. And I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say about Bitcoin Cash. Have any of you guys looked into it? Do any of you guys own it? What are your thoughts on it? And it goes back, and Roger Ver just put out a book, Hijacking Bitcoin, and I'll put the link to the book down below. I just bought it on Audible. I had a bunch of credits on Audible for books, so I just bought his book. I'm gonna be reading it to learn about that history of the fork, where Bitcoin Cash separated off of Bitcoin Core. And I'm interested to see if you guys have any knowledge on that coin, that story. I'm interested to find out more about it. But Roger Ver, one of the earlier investors in Ripple, and literally was paying David Schwartz's salary for the first year. What I would do to be a fly on the wall on some of those early conversations, right? And to hear some of those stories. But, with that being said, guys, we're watching this XRP right now, pushing up towards 63 cents on the brink of breakout. You guys see it. We're going to be watching it closely. Let me know in the comments down below if you think this time is it, if we're going to get the breakthrough, or if we're going to get a rejection off of this trend line and we're going to be coming back down. Let me know in the comments down below. And I'm going to be heading on over to start up my Discord weekly call if you want to join us. ZachRector.com has the link to my Patreon. Sign up through Patreon to get access to Discord and come join the family. With that being said, I will be updating you guys later today, so make sure you guys stay tuned by subscribing, hitting that notification bell. And if you appreciate our updates, if you could smash it for me, I would appreciate you. We'll see you in the next one. I am your host, Zach Rector. I really appreciate all of the love and support. If you want to support the channel, just remember that you can start by smashing that thumbs up for me, sharing this content far and wide, and everything else is at my website.